Hello and welcome back for another Agix price prediction update, and in this video I'll be diving deep into the technical analysis here on the Agix chart. And before I do so, show some love by first giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And at the time of this recording, Agix is holding below the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, on the 1-hour chart, which is now acting as a resistance for us to continue gearing up. And in my previous video I focused on a chart pattern that we had over here, which is this double bottom, where we had our common bottom at around the $0.2279 mark, and we had this as the first bottom, then the neckline, then the second bottom. And I was anticipating for a breakout to the upper side, having the minimum target areas being given by the height between the neckline and the bottoms, and that gave me a minimum target area at around the $0.294111 mark. And you can see that at the time of this recording we have been trying to break above the neckline of this chart pattern at around the $0.26101 mark, and you can see that at some point we managed to break above it, though we didn't quite continue holding above it, and we are seeing a bit of a breakdown to the lower side, and there are chances that we might continue seeing further breakdown in a move that could result to the formation of a triple bottom, and that can play out in case we continue seeing further breakdown, and maybe at some point we get back to our key area of support at around the $0.227 mark. And in case such a move plays out, then we can have such a move getting another bottom on the same spot. Then from there, in case we bounce back, then we can have a triple bottom, which could also break out to the upper side, having the minimum target areas at around the $0.29 mark. So that is the first move that we have to keep in mind here on the Agix chart in case we continue seeing further breakdown. I also have another chart pattern that is in formation that is also suggesting further breakdown here on the Agix chart, where you can see that we saw the formation of these long wicks over here at around the $0.26 mark, where we have been facing a bit of resistance, and as a result of that we have the formation of a double top. And if I draw it out, we can have our common tops marked on the chart using that yellow target area. And if I draw out my chart pattern, we can have these as the first top, then the neckline, then the second top. And there are chances that in case we continue seeing further breakdown and at some point we lose our neckline at around the $0.25101 mark, then there are high chances that Agix is going to continue seeing further breakdown and break out of this chart pattern to the lower side, whose minimum target areas can be given by the height between the tops and the neckline. And we can get that height, then place it below the neckline, giving me a minimum target area at around the $0.23889 mark. And that is the minimum that we can expect Agix to do here on the short-term scenarios. That is the breakout out of these chart patterns to the lower side. And those are my breakdown targets here on the Agix chart. I also have some analysis basing it on the Elliot structures, and I believe that is better seen here on the 4-hour chart. So jumping to the 4-hour chart for further analysis and to give you my analysis basing it on the Elliot structures, you can see that Agix, after seeing its low down there, we saw the formation of these 1-2 setup to the upside before we picked in the formation of these larger Elliot wave count 1 after seeing a 5 wave structure to the upper side, having the wave 5 giving us a peak at around the $0.67 mark. Then we started a corrective structure in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gave me a minimum retracement area for that wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.78, which is a target area that lies between the $0.35053 mark and the $0.17089 mark, the area highlighted on the charts using this blue target area. And at the time of this recording, you can see that we have almost fully maximized that blue target area in a breakdown that has now given us a low at around the $0.22 mark, though we are yet to fully confirm that that is the low for this wave 2. And until we have a confirmation and also see the start of a 5-wave structure to the upper side over here, in what could be the start of the formation of this larger Elliott wave count 3, there are still chances that AGIX might still see further breakdown and fully maximize the blue target area at around the $0.17 mark in the formation of that wave 2 before we can start our massive run up in the formation of that wave 3. So that is what I'm expecting here on the AGX chart, basing it on the chart patterns and also on the Elliott wave structures. And also taking a look at the indicators. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 54 mark. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, suggesting further upside. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.